One of the most frustrating things about growing older is that we often lose self-DFCE, as younger men dominate social media feeds with sculpted abs. Less selfie sand, their constant drive for fitness and validation. Older men are left questioning their worth on coming of age. Older men often accept, sometimes too easily, that they're no longer attractive, valuable, or even desirable. But the truth, a completely opposite ace, is often more accurate. You see, there is something profoundly magnetic about older men, something timeless. Older men tend to have something thought no gym membership in by life experience. And with experience comes a deeper, steadier form of confidence. Thoughts rooted in maturity. Maturity is what separates them from the impulsiveness and insecurity found in younger men. Women notice this, they feel it, and more often than not, they admire it. Hammermen, although physically energetic, often come across as emotionally immature or unstable. They chase validation, attention, and approval. Older men, on the other hand, focus more on meaningfulnesses, legacy, stability, wisdom, emotional intelligence. Fat shift in mindset. It's powerful. You attractive at it. We're diving deep into this fascinating phenomenon and done uncovering how society may haven't excluded you into thinking you're no longer attractive in reality. You might just be exactly what a woman truly desires. What makes an older man attractive? To better understand what makes an older man attractive, you need to see the dating world through a woman's eyes. Attraction is rarely just about, it's often about how a man makes her feel. Women are deeply wired with primal needs. One of those is protection, yes, but not just physical. Emotional protection, financial protection, even spiritual protection. Women want to feel safe, seen and supported, and older men often offered aegis. That, now, one of their younger men can apparatric is because they radiate a fierce drive. That high-octane energy makes them seem like action takers. Men are going somewhere. This drive sparks intrigue. But there's a trade-off. That same drive can often be chaotic, unstable, or selfish. Older men, they operate differently. They don't rush into decisions. They observe. They calculate. They know what's worth pursuing and what's not. That deliberate caution, it doesn't scream insecurity. It screams wisdom, unethought, patience. Oh, that deep composite patience is a magnet for women's craving emotional stability. So while younger men rush into thigh fire, older men know when to wait it out, when to strike, and most importantly, when to walk away. That level of self-control is rare, and it doesn't gun it as why women find these attractive. Here's where it gets even more interesting. One of the biggest chiefs older men go through is their change in priorities. Younger men often live under the false ideal that, in to be respected, think they must accrete themselves to win over a woman constantly, trying to mock a happy empress or prove their worth. Yodeled her men, they've lived, and they no longer chase validation. Instead of putting women one piddle, they focus on what yields reclarian spiritual grounding. They've stopped centering fear lives around women. That's exactly what draws women toward them. Detachment is powerful. It sends a signal that says, I'm not chasing you, I'm chasing self. And as nature would have it, women are redrawn to what they can't immediate telly have mystery and self-possession. Becco, my incredible detective. Up next, the 7 andible zings. Now that we've laid foundation, let's talk about the signs. How do I know if a woman secretly seizing as an attractive older man, even if you don't think so? These next few signs share subtle, powerful, and deeply rooted in human behavior. Miss them and you'll never realize how much power you already hold. Let's begin with sign number 1. Connective eye contact. One of the most powerful signs that you are attractive is actually something as simple and as primal as basic eye contact. You see, what naturalist bad looking at the things. Like, think about the last time you went shopping. You probably stared longer at things that caught your eye, right? The same thing happens in human attraction. When a woman finds ya attractive, her eyes will do the talking before her words see her do. She might glance at you from across the room, but she's truly interested. She won't just glance, she linger. Even if just for a second longer than normal. It's an enthoughment, a silent message. I sent and noticed you. But here's where right gets fascinating. Women are naturally more reserved with eye contact because ye can feel incredibly intimate. So when challenge herself to look into your eye, you catch her not by accident. She may even bait first to break eye contact and glance down. That's not disinterest, that's submission. A subconscious act of showing vulnerability and a taupe psychology. This is a universal sign-off, respect and attraction. Now, if she holds your gaze just long enough to draw you in, Button breaks it with a subtle smile or a bashful turn. That's gold. That's desire simmering just beneath the surface. And when you speak to her, pay attention. Does she hold eye contact for her few seconds? Then look away gently. The rhythm of tension and release is soft in her way of saying, I see you, Andy. Want talk no more. You spot this, lean in and start a conversation because a next signifin follows right behind it. Sign number 2. The power of as part of thy first one. Ashold also understand the importance of a smile. There's some thingents readily dizzying. Got a genuine scientists have confirmed that when two people who are attracted to each other lock eyes, a slight smile often follows, and when thought happens, dopamine floods the brain. That's the feel-good chemical emotional reward system, firing up your body's way of saying this feels good, stay harassed. So, if a woman flashes a soft lingering smile in your presence, especially after eye contact, you're the reason her brain slid up. You might also notice some smithing even more revealing. Shallow at your jokes. Yes, even the ones that aren't funny. Why? Because when we're interested in someone, we invest our attention. We give them the benefit. We want to show super tevensaban. And here's the key. Shallows things you say morons do, or it gives you that glimmering her eye when you talk. You're a probably Arda leaving Grant Tree in Herman. She doesn't just hear your words, she feels them back. She were not just some guy. You've become something worth fusing on. If you're no Tony for humor, no problem, comparo engage. Shay's in conversations with you versus either's. She gives you more yadanin, more questions, more emotional energy. She's attracted period. Women rarely cite outright. They prefer subtle layered signs and attention. A Sony of the strongest sign. The Murka 3-10 detail. One of the most powerful signs of attraction from women is also one of to overlook detail. You might be surprised at it how much remembers mole things you may not even remember saying. Maybe you casually mentioned a childhood vacation spot or a favorite drink, and weeks later, she brings it up in a completely unrelated conversion. That's not a coincidence. When a woman likes you, her mind starts to organize a date about you. She starts remembering what to like, dislike, dream about, or worry over. It's like her brain is building a map off you are, where you ever been, and what matters to you. That kind of mental bond with isn't spent on just anyone. She may even test your consistency, bringing up something you said before, not to trap you, but to see if your words match your character. And if she starts giving you advice, don't brush it off. That means she's not trying to control your life. She's trying to improve it with you in it. She wants you to succeed, thrive. That's more than attraction. That's care. Compare this to Omen Hudden, like you. They don't remember, don't ask, don't contribute. They exist in your life without truly entering it. But if she starts involving herself in your stories, remembering things you'll forget and nudging you toward bitter choices, she's not just listening. She's feeling sign number. She talks above herself in your future life. One might seem subtle at first, but it's massive. You see, women are incredibly virginity. Their minds aren't just focused on they constantly project and the future. A woman starts placing herself in your future event, hypothetically, it's a sign she's already thinking of you as more than a passing interest. She might ask you questions about where you see yourself in 5 years or whether you're into travel somewhere she's been dreaming about. But key is this, she frames the questions as if you're already part of. Same story. It could sound like I'll ever move tough coast or imagining us retiring somewhere quiet. These aren't just daydreams. These are subconscious, she's planting. And if she lowers to even explore that fantasy out loud, it's because she feels safe and intrigued by what the two Beckham women don't image in futures with men. They don't care about. But when attraction is present, shuiv yanto hermento love story before you even know it. Sign number 5. You've come a beacon of trust. Yon AF. The biggest challenges in modern relationships is the crumbling trust in today's fast-paced world. Genuine trust is rare, especially weaning men and women. You see, most women have been let down, misled, or manipulated by men whose only intention was short-term gratification. And because of this, they've built emotional walls, thick ones. So, when a woman begins to trust you, truly trust you, that's no small thing. That's not casual. That's significant. She's not just sharing stories about her day. She's opening a door to her vulnerabilities, her past, her worries, her hopes. She might start asking for your opinion, not because she needs, but because she values the way you think. Even more interesting, She might ask sky advice on things she's already figured out. Just to hear your perspective, just to feel your presence, seeing her decision and process. That's a subtle test. Batch is observing whether your guided sees as thoughtful, sincere, and rooted in her best interests. If you're simply trying to sound important, when truce is you. She may also start confiding in you about conflicts, past traumas, or personal doubts. And if she brings the cis to you, it means sees you as emotionally grounded in auto-carry that weight. She sees you as a safe place in a world full of emotionals, but here's the catch. Must handle this trust with care. Manualder, men out. I desire to help accidentally verts. They begin to show more care for her life than she does for herself. And while that might seem noble, it can backfire. Why? Because women are where to respect men who respect themselves. The moment you sacrifice your peace, your purpose, your standards to fix your world, lose your edge. Your grounded masculinity becomes nedistant, and that kills attraction date fast. The lesson here, be her. Another rescuer sign while she starts playing games. Now, here's where ebbings get tricky. Just because you're a major focused androgen doesn't mean women will stop testing you. Fact, when a woman is truly attracted to you, she'll likely test you, not out of malice, but to confirm her instinct. Tattoo Hera, real deal. This can look like pulling away for no reason, ignoring a message, canceling a plan last minute, or venturing to distract you in. She knows you are busy. Why? She's watching to see fuel bend. I fuel drop your purpose. If you'll stop building your legacy just to chase her validation, too many men fall for this. The moment she gives them attention, they put their goals on hold. They stop showing up for themselves and start orbiting around. That's when she starts pulling away, not because she wants some emotional Lionel, but because she wants Simon and Turd. You stay true to her path, keep your energy focused, and allow her emotional swings to SW. That's wench knows different. He's solid. He's thickened of man I can trust with my heart. This dynamic isn't about playing hard target. It's about buying hard toe shake. Women fall for men. Hohav.gravity.n gravity is your mission. .seni bird 7. She invites you into her persona life. This one is the crown jewel of the list. Women guard their personal lives with deep care. Friends, family, private routines. It's a fortress, and if you're invited Dido, that space, it's not because she's being polar. It's because she wants you. You might start getting NVE casual hangouts with her. She might ask you to join her for dinner with her parents, or she may start texting you about what her best friend said at brunch or venting about familiar drama. What's happening here isn't blind degradation. She's trying to weave Yote's fabric off our world. Now pay closet at Ensiantothis transition. Ash let's Sue meet her in her circle. It means she's serious. But remember, these people will judge you. Scan your behavior, your language, your posture, your vibe, and their opinion will mature her more than you know. So be tensional, be warm, be calm, and most off all stay you. If you win over her social circle, you've not only earned her attraction, but her admiration. Because for a woman to allow you into her personal life, she has to believe it. Your presence will elevate it. That's attraction on the deepest level. Women are complex, but they're no damn possible to understand. If you've been aging and quietly losing self-confidence, it's time to shift your mindset. Golder doesn't make you less desirable. In many cases, it makes you resist-able. Your calm energy, your life wisdom, your emotional steadiness, your grounded presence. These are things younger men can't fake. And women know it. As long as you keep progressing, building, and protecting your energy, the right women will gravitate toward. Not because you're chasing them, but because you're becoming the kind af men. Woe doesn't need to chase at all. And that, my friend, is the real game next hook. But there's one thing that Avanth most attractive older men struggle with. Seduction. You've built attraction. Know what? Watch our next video to unlock these secrets after an attraction, interconnection, and connection into desire.